With a clean mailing list, you get a smooth workflow for sales and marketing. A clean list also makes your customer support more efficient because they don't have to deal with customers who don't receive your updates. You can use an API to solve a number of email marketing problems. But what is an API? And what can it do? An application programming interface, or an API, is a small program that actually connects two systems or applications. An email verification API will connect your web forms and the email verification system. It saves you a lot of time and effort. The API helps ensure that only valid, deliverable email addresses enter your mailing list. Moreover, a good quality mailing list protects your sender reputation. Here's a 3-step process of how an API works. In step 1, the user enters their email address and requests to register for an event or sign up for the email newsletter. In step 2, the API understands the request and passes the email address to the email verification system. In step 3, the email verification system checks the email address and the API delivers the results. If the address is not correct, it alerts the visitor to re-enter the correct address. This helps visitors correct their typos and also prevents fake addresses from entering your database. Developers can easily use the API and get it running. Let's discuss 3 of the many use cases to understand how an email verification API can positively impact your marketing and customer support. Here's an important use case: the landing pages of your website. You know how important your landing pages are. That's where you collect your leads when visitors leave their email addresses. So you can imagine how disastrous it could be if these addresses were fake or had a typo. An API is the perfect solution for this. Our real-time email verification API will verify every email a visitor enters in your web form. This verification is done almost instantly, in real time. If the address turns out to be invalid or undeliverable, the API will alert the visitor to correct the mistake. It allows visitors to enter the correct email address so that your mailing list will always be accurate. Here's another use case: e-commerce or online shopping. E-commerce sites need email addresses not only for marketing but also to assist the delivery of the items ordered. If a buyer has entered an incorrect address, your online store won't be able to send them delivery updates. This could leave your buyers frustrated or dissatisfied. This, in turn, could mean a potential loss of business for you from the buyer. A real-time email verification API can easily fix this. The moment a buyer enters their email address, the API will instantly validate the email address. If the address is incorrect, the API will alert the user to feed the correct address. That way, you get only correct email addresses for your database. But more importantly, your customers will be happy because they will receive your message. Let's look at one more use case: webinars conducted for marketing purposes. You conduct webinars to showcase your products and their features. That way, you attract leads by collecting email addresses of people who are interested in what you have to offer. Sometimes, a typo can prevent a visitor from entering their correct email address in your registration form. As a result, your emails will never reach their inbox. And finally, they won't be able to attend your webinar. Which means, you lose what could have been an important lead. Our email verification API can easily solve this problem. When a visitor enters their email address in your webinar registration form, the API will immediately verify the address. If there's an error in the address, the system will request the visitor to enter the correct address. That means you get correct email addresses of everyone who's shown interest in your webinar. Use API to your advantage and successfully automate your email marketing. Remember, a clean mailing list can grow your business much better and faster.